Hey, Steve. No, he's just kidding.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Didn't get started.
We're here on first appearance
Didn't even
docket.
get started.
My name is Steven Zakor. I'll be presiding this afternoon. The purpose of today's hearing is to inform you what you've been charged with, determine if there's probable cause to hold you for those charges, or determine any release conditions if appropriate, whether they be monetary or otherwise. You're all pending criminal prosecution, so you have the right to remain silent. Everything that we are doing in the court this morning is recorded by audio and video. So there's members of the state attorney's office here. I suggest you exercise your right to remain silent and don't talk about the facts of the case. Otherwise, they could be used against you. So, Mr. Atria, you want to?
If I could, Your Honor, I do have three gentlemen. I could tell you that they're on page 11, two of them, and 12 of your docket from this afternoon. They're
Could you just give me their name because I don't have
Yes,
a
sir.
docket.
Page 11, I'll try my best. Crecium Peter, Crecium. Looks like it's a petty theft. And the other would be Richard Wilson on the same page, reset from the 15th.
Okay.
I think that was an
Third one?
open container.
You said a third one, too?
Oh, yes, sir. On page 12, Guyton, G-Y-T-O-N, John,
Okay.
consuming consummation of alcohol.
All right. Peter Crecium.
I'm showing it Maine. Well, let's see. I'll have to check. Actually, it does not show where he is. He may be someplace else,
I'm looking. I don't
as well
see.
as Wilson. Maybe at North. North is often.
Try North Broward.
Richard Wilson?
I think he said North Broward, Judge.
How was that?
I thought I heard North Broward. Here we go.
North
How you
Broward.
doing?
Who are you, sir?
Richard Wilson, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. You are charged
Good
with a
afternoon.
municipal ordinance for having an
Yes,
open
sir.
container. I do find
Yes,
probable
sir.
cause. There is a bond in the amount of $25. There's an
Yes,
attorney
sir.
here by the name of Drew Atria here on your behalf. Go ahead, Mr. Atria.
Judge, I had a chance to speak to the city of Fort Lauderdale and negotiate if the courts would consider withholding in court costs or withholding in credit for time served.
Mr. Wilson, is that something you'd be interested in doing?
Yes, sir. I plead no contest, Your Honor.
All right. You understand if you plead no contest, you're giving up the right to a trial, the right to have the city of Fort Lauderdale prove the charges against you, the right to call your own witnesses?
Yes, sir.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
All right. And you said you plead no contest?
Yes, sir.
Going to be a withholding costs. Thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Yes, sir.
And would you appoint
Fireball,
Mr.
baby.
McLaurin's
We
law
going
firm, Your
bowling.
Honor, please?
Sir, on all three.
Thank you, Judge. I believe they said Crecium was also at North Broward.
Come on, Crecium. Yeah, you know, North Broward also.
Thank you.
Say none yet.
And while they're calling him, generally speaking, I spoke to the city for Mr. Crecium. It's a petty theft. Generally shoplifting, and the items are returned because the person's caught. Maybe the PC would show that.
It does not. All it shows is that he was picked up on the warrant.
Oh, on a warrant. Okay. I know that their concern is restitution on these kind of matters.
Mr. Crecium, good afternoon. You're charged with one count of petty theft. Looks like there's been a warrant issued for your arrest. In case number 15005-284-MO10A, your bond is in the amount of $500. Mr. Linder, would you be able to look this guy up for me?
Sure.
As you can see, Your Honor, he's 72.
Do you have his BCCN number at the top of his booking sheet?
Fives, or the arrest number?
No, there's a BCCN number.
In the middle.
We
Full
forget.
black.
Thank you, Keith.
759084.
As far as Broward goes, he only has one previous formal arrest. It was 09 in an ag assault and battery. He was ROR. I'm not sure whatever happened with it. 2009, yes.
Mr. Crecium, would you like to resolve the case today?
I plead not guilty. I want to stand trial.
All right, you'll get that trial, sir. Have a good day. Your bond is $500.
Mr. McLawrence is appointed, Your Honor?
On all three in the city.
Oh, yes, I didn't hear that. Thank you, sir. Now, the following is John Guyton, the last.
John Kipling Guyton. Mr. Guyton, John Guyton. I get to press buttons now and look everywhere.
North Broward for Guyton, too.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Honor, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Guyton. I think I saw you last week.
Yes, sir, for, I believe that was panhandling, sir.
Okay, well, now you're charged with municipal ordinance in the city of Fort Lauderdale for open consumption of alcohol. Your bond is $25.
The city also on this, Judge, while you're reading, has no issue with the court resolving this consumption of alcohol with no contest and a withholding of adjudication.
Mr. Guyton, you going to come back and see me next Monday, too?
No, sir, Your Honor. I'm trying to leave town.
Okay. Would you like to get the case over with today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Just like we did last week. If you do that, you understand that you're giving up certain rights, particularly the right to a trial, the right to have the city prove the charges against you, the right to produce your own witnesses.
Yes, Your Honor, I do, sir.
Would you like to give those rights up?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead?
No contest, Your Honor.
So where are you going? You said you're getting out of town.
I'm going to hopefully go to Key West, but it might be a week or so.
I hear it's lovely there this time of year. Good luck to you, sir.
Yeah, lovely. Lovely.
The withholding
Love to be
costs.
Thank you, Judge.
It's a long way away. Mr. Shade, you want to come
Okay.
here?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Good luck, sir.
Which one would you like to start with, Judge?
You tell me.
We can do Philip Cannell. He's the City of Hollywood.
What page is he on?
I'm looking at the emails I received, Judge. I don't know what page it's on. Let's see.
I just have a stack of papers.
Oh, you do? Okay.
So
Let's see
that
if
just
I
helps
can.
me find kind of middle bottom.
Last name is Cannell, C-A-N. Okay.
What? Oh, okay.
Judge, we could try then, let's see. Robert Knight, and he's on page 8.
I just saw his name.
He's got several cases. Says on the docket status to be set in division, so I'm not sure. Has he been deleted
Robert
as
Knight?
well?
You Mr. Knight?
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Knight. You've got, looks like, several warrants out for you. 2 municipal ordinances in case number 15001-118 M0 or MO40A. Also 15001-449 MO40A. The bond in both of those are $100 apiece. You have 2 misdemeanor charges outstanding in case number 15002-149 MM10A. Bond is $500 in each of those. You have an attorney here on your behalf by the name of Steve Shate. Shate, go ahead.
But the City of Hollywood, I spoke with them earlier on. They have no problem with time served in all matters.
Okay.
And that's Mr. Andrew Lanius for the record.
Okay. The city says they have no problem with you getting this over with today if you choose to do that. Is that something you're interested in?
Absolutely.
You understand
Yes,
if you
Your
get rid
Honor.
of these charges today, you're giving up certain rights, like the right to a trial, the right to have the city prove the charges against you?
Yes, Your Honor.
You want to give up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
What about the state on counts 3 and 4, Mr. Linder?
Your Honor, I don't have the paper. What are the charges? I frankly don't have
Sting
the paper.
without violence and trespass.
Your Honor, I'd be giving withhold on both. It's fine.
All right, so the state has no objection either to you resolving the cases today, so you want to give up those same rights in count 3 and 4, the 2 misdemeanor counts?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, be sentenced to a withhold and court costs on all 4 counts. That's a no contest, please, sir.
No contest.
All right, have a good day, sir.
Thank you, sir.
What's your name?
Judge, we also have Edward Brown on
Robert
page
Knight.
12.
Okay, thank you.
Edward Brown. Mr. Brown? Good afternoon, sir. You have 4 warrants out for you as well. Case number 14003-501 MO40A. It's a $200 bond. Case number 15002-471 MO40A. There's a $100 bond. Case number 15001-935 MO40A. There's a $100 bond. And in case number 14003-525 MO40A, there's a $200 bond. And you have an attorney here on your behalf by the name of Steve Shake. Go ahead, Mr. Shake.
Judge, again, I spoke with Mr. Lanius of the city of Hollywood, and they have no objection to time served.
I talked to the judge.
Judge, there is a question though, because one of the things it does say West Park. Just want to make sure that there's nothing else. I don't know where West Park is, or
West Park is Pembroke Park, Hollywood, that area.
is it okay? All right, I didn't know if that was
West
something
Park, I think,
separate.
usually BSO jurisdiction, but.
Okay, I didn't know if that was some separate case that I don't represent them on, but that's okay. I'll stand in
All
regardless.
right, looks like they're all panhandling, and was it an open container? Yeah, open container. Mr. Brown,
Yeah.
you interested in resolving the
Yes,
charges today?
Okay.
Yes, sir, I was.
Was that a yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and if you do that, you're giving up certain rights? Like the right
Yes,
to
sir.
trial, the right to call your own witnesses, the right to have the city prove the charges against you?
Yes, sir.
The city of Hollywood has no objection to you resolving these charges today, so how do you plead?
No contest.
All right, I'll accept your no contest plea. That'll be a withholding costs on all 4 counts. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Judge, do you have a Georgette Rosenfeld on? She was rolled over from last Friday, and Judge Hurley didn't want to release her then because it was going to be late at night on a Friday night, and she would have had difficulty getting back to Hollywood. So I think she was going to be released today and take her plea today.
Is there a Georgette Rosenfeld?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, good. Judge, the offer on that Miss Rosenfeld was time served, and it was just so she could be released today and be able to get back without having any
Trying to
issues.
find her.
There she
Ms.
is.
Rosenfeld?
Yes.
All right, well, there is a note here from Judge Hurley with your name on it, and 1:30 p.m. on the docket. All right, Miss Hurley. Sorry, you didn't marry the judge, did you?
I'm not that I
blame
can
you.
remember.
All right, Ms. Rosenfeld.
That's funny.
You've got, looks like a 5th count of carrying an open container out of the city of Hollywood in case number 15002-360 MO40A. And you'd like to resolve these cases today?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up a series of rights, particularly the right to the trial, the right to produce witnesses, the right to have the city prove the charges against you?
Yes, sir.
You want to give up those rights?
I'm,
Yes.
I guess,
Mr.
yes.
Yes, you do.
No contest.
Okay. You want to give up those rights and plead no contest?
Yes.
Okay. Hollywood has no objection, and apparently the judge already kind of
Went over
for you,
it.
so it'll be a withholding costs. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Judge, we also have Stephanie Cook. I can't find her on the docket, but this looks like her coming on up. Here she is.
Stephanie Cook?
Yes, sir.
Add charges VOP,
You got VOPs, Mr.
state and municipal ordinance.
Ms. Cook, you've got 2 violation of probation warrants, one in case number 1500533 MO40A. There's a $1,000 bond on that. And a violation of probation also in case number 1500791 MM40A. There's a $1,000 bond on that. And you have a VOP hearing coming up on August 26th at 9 a.m. Good luck to you, man.
Thank you.
And Judge, the last matter I think I may have is Daniel Lemieux. And again, I don't see him on this docket, so I'm not sure. Daniel Lemieux?
I think I saw his name.
Maybe he was on the morning docket, I'm not sure.
It may have been. Yeah, we reset somebody from the morning. Here he is. Daniel Lemieux.
Mr. Miller, is he over there?
Nobody's responding, and everybody seems to be awake.
Speak for yourself, Mr. Miller. Daniel Lemieux, no one?
No, unless he's really, really short, Judge, and hiding behind the podium. I don't think he's...
Just put here.
Mr. Shate, before you leave, there are two cases that are both state and municipal ordinance cases. The first one's on page 11, and that's John Deal. Count 2 is an Oakland Park municipal ordinance charge.
Judge, I can tell you, I'll stand in if the court wants me to. Oakland Park does not have a public defender.
Okay. John
Okay.
Deal?
John Deal, and he's here at the main.
Good afternoon, Mr. Deal. You're charged with 1 count of trespass and 1 count of open container of alcohol in the city of Oakland Park. There's a $25 bond on the trespass, and there's no charge for the open container. This was a reset from the weekend. You want to resolve the
Judge,
charges
Mr.
today,
Deal?
Mr. Deal?
Yes, I do.
You know, in order to resolve these charges, you're giving up certain rights,
Yes, sir.
like the right to a trial, the right to have the city or state prove the charges against you, the right to produce your own witnesses.
I understand.
Would you like to give up those rights?
Yes, I would.
How do you
I
plead?
plead no contest.
All right, I'll accept your plea. It'll be a withholding court cost as to both charges. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good
Thank
day.
you.
But there's one more.
Oh, is it?
On page 12, it's Gerardo San Martin. He's got a state charge resisting without violence and a municipal ordinance open container, and it's out of Broward Sheriff's Office, so I don't know what city it would be attached to.
It's one of those county ordinance cases.
What was the name again, Mr. Miller?
San Martin.
San Martin. He's on page 12 of your docket.
I got it. Gerardo San Martin. Good afternoon.
Yes,
Mr.
sir. How
San
you
Martin. You're charged with 1 count of resisting an officer without violence and 1 count of an open container. If find probable cause, there's a $100 bond on the resisting an officer without violence. There's no charge for the open container. This is a medical reset. There it is.
The possibility I could resolve this issue today?
Give me 1 second, sir. I'm going to take a look at it here, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, is that what you want to do?
Yes, please.
You understand by resolving the case today, you're giving up certain rights, such as the right to a trial, the right to have witnesses on your behalf, the right to require the state and/or city prove the charges against you?
Yes.
Would you like to give up those rights?
Yes.
How do you plead?
No contest.
Okay, it'll be withholding costs as to both counts. Have a good day, sir.
Thank you, Judge. I
Thank
think that closes the book.
Yep. Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
All right, and still no Daniel Lemieux, right? Is there a Daniel Lemieux at North Broward?
Nope.
Guess not. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Shade.
No problem. Take care, Judge. Good seeing you.
Just, can we just, in abundance of caution, just reset it for tomorrow?
We can do
Any
that.
day to bring him up.
We'll reset Mr. Lemieux till tomorrow afternoon. Sir, what are you here on? I'm here for John Paul Pinar. P-I-N-A-R.
P-I-E-N-A-R.
Got it. So John Paul Pinar.
Main jail.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, sir. You are charged in count 1 with felony battery resulting in great bodily harm, domestic violence, and count 2. That's written. It's actually attempted felony murder.
Yes, Your Honor, if I may.
You may.
Your Honor, I believe there's probable cause for attempted murder, actually attempted first degree, not attempted felony murder. And the court may find PC based, even if it's a different offense than what's charged based on the allegations, Your Honor. I'm not going to be seeking to foreclose. I don't believe there's enough here for attempted premeditated murder with the weapon that would. It requires that enhancement with the weapon to make it a punishable by life felony. So I do believe he's bond eligible, but I would ask to be heard.
Okay.
Regarding bond, assuming the court finds probable cause for those two charges.
Well, I do find probable cause as to count one, and I do find probable cause not as to attempted felony murder because I don't see the requisite underlying felony. There is probable cause for attempted murder. Certainly in the first degree. Sir, your name, did you want to be heard? Or did you not want to be heard?
Yes, my name.
I'm not a lawyer,
That's okay.
I'm actually
Judge, just for the
representing
record,
my sister.
the
Okay.
I don't know, she found out about it today, we told her about it.
If you wanted if there was any information you wanted me to know before I determine what release conditions, if any, to impose on Mr. Pinar, I'll give you that opportunity, but if you're just here observing, that's fine as well.
I'm just here observing for the family.
Okay, thank you, sir.
judge, for the record,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pinar has declined the services of the public defender.
Okay, thank you. All right, as I said, Mr. Pinar, I do find probable cause as to felony battery and to attempted murder. Mr. Linder, can I have his priors?
Your Honor, he has no priors. Additionally, our office is not out of contact with the alleged victim because the phone number was not given. That being said, Your Honor, as far as count two, I'm going to be requesting a bond of $150,000 pretrial release with a GPS monitor. I'm very concerned for the victim's safety based on these allegations. That being, knowing that the alleged victim could not swim, that he pushed the alleged victim off of a boat into the New River, that he was then holding her down, preventing her from coming to the surface. At that point, then also using a pole to again force her down. This was observed by witnesses who began yelling at the defendant, and it was only then that he allowed the victim to come to the surface. Your Honor, additionally, according to the victim, there's been violence in the past, that violence he's committed against her in the past has caused deafness in her right ear, Your Honor.
Okay. As I said, I do find probable cause. It's going to be a $100,000 bond on count one, $100,000 bond on count two. Condition of release will be GPS monitoring. Mr. Pinar, you are to have no contact directly or indirectly with Denitza Rosa Machado. Directly or indirectly means no phone calls, no letter writing, no emails, no texts, no tweets, no social media of any kind, no drive-bys, no third-party contact, no contact whatsoever. Understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, I do.
Yes, level 2.
Could you run priors to me for a second?
Ashley Rowe.
North Broward.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Ms. Rowe, you're charged with one count of domestic violence battery. Read the probable cause. I do find probable cause. Mr. Linder.
One moment, Your Honor. Does she have anything? I don't think she. Your Honor, a 2011 out of Marion County battery on a law enforcement officer, fleeing or attempting to elude law enforcement, DUI. That's not. End of record.
Any victim contact?
No, sir.
All right, Ms. Rowe, there's going to be a $5,000 bond. You're to have no contact directly or indirectly with Madeline Hope Inus. Understand that, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Antonio Lamar McLean.
Yes, sir. Main jail. Greg Curtis is his attorney.
Okay. Good afternoon, sir. You're charged with one count of misdemeanor domestic violence battery. I've read the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause. Purposes of bond, Mr. Linder.
Your Honor, he had an arrest in 2009 for domestic violence battery. That was dropped in 2006, an arrest for 2 counts of violating a protective injunction against domestic violence. Those charges were dropped. Okay.
It'll be an $8,000 bond. You're to have no contact directly or indirectly with the listed victim, Maria Fernanda Maestrecasa. Good luck to you, sir. Understand no contact means no contact.
Yes, sir. Can I ask a quick question, please?
You can ask. I may not be able to answer. Don't
Okay.
talk about the facts.
No, it's not pertaining to that. It's
Okay.
pertaining to what you just said. She is at my residence, so I'm obviously not allowed to go there. Is that correct?
You're not allowed to have any contact with her directly or indirectly.
Okay. She is not on the lease. That lease will expire next week, and at that point, I obviously need to have somewhere to go. And since she's not on the lease, they will force her to leave if she doesn't leave voluntarily, and this will be happening next week. So basically, I'm just wondering when I would be able to go back to my residence. That's all.
Well, I can't really give you any advice other than to talk to a lawyer. But if your lease is going to expire and she's not lawfully there, then don't let her live with you and violate the no contact order.
Yes, sir.
Okay?
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Tuan Lee.
Main jail. Requesting a photo order for Mr. Lee.
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Lee. You're charged with 1 count of domestic violence battery. Read the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause. Criminal history.
Your Honor, 1999, out of the state of Massachusetts, assault and battery with a dangerous weapon and unlawful possession of a firearm. Pierce's sentence was 2 to 4 years in state prison.
Okay. Victim contact?
No, sir.
The one guy playing, he's ready to go back.
All right, Mr. Lee, I find probable cause. It's going to be bond in the amount of $10,000. You're going to have no contact directly or indirectly with Quang Quoc Nguyen. Understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Good luck to you.
Okay, that's it.
Michael James Griffith.
$1,000 to a bond. Out the door, please.
Good afternoon, sir. You're charged with 1 count of domestic violence battery. I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause. Any victim contact?
Yes, sir. She just said that he didn't hit her.
Mr. Linder?
No priors.
No priors.
Judge, Mr. Griffin has fairly decent contacts to the community. He's got family, lives down here. He's got 2 children that he takes care of, age 5 and 15. He does have a job at Teleperformance. He's registered to go to school at Kaiser University, studying to be a registered nurse. He's an Army veteran, honorably discharged after 7 years. Judge, can we get a pretrial release on this guy?
Eligible? Okay. No contact going to be a problem, Mr. Miller?
He's told me he has a place to stay while this is pending, Judge.
Are the 2 children from the victim?
Negative, Your Honor.
No, sir.
All right. I will grant your request, Mr. Miller. The ROR with pretrial release, level 2, GPS, no contact with the victim, who is Stacy Ann Hamilton. Understand that, Mr. Griffith?
Yes, Your Honor.
What no contact means?
Yes. I understand, Your
No
Honor.
directly, indirectly, no third party, nothing, okay?
I understand.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
I just want to place on the record the fact that he has no bond set, and he's going off GPS. Per adventure, we can't verify anything right now. I just want that to be known, because we've had this issue before, where these, clients ask for them to be placed on pretrial without a bond, and they don't go anywhere.
Can we do?
What do you mean they had nowhere to go?
Well, in order for us to release someone on GPS, we must verify the address, and it must be in distance of 500 feet away from their location.
Okay.
So
I think the bigger issue is if they can't verify where the victim is, sometimes they don't know where the victim is. He stands the risk of staying in custody.
Mr. Miller, you listening to this? Since I want to.
No, I actually wasn't listening.
That's
Sorry.
okay. Can you get Mr. Griffith back?
Yes, one moment.
We have people, and I confirm the status will let you know, where the judge will release them without a bond and place them on a GPS monitor. And if they cannot provide us with a verifiable address, they shan't be released.
Make sure he has a verifiable address.
If he doesn't have.
All right, All right, 1 second. Mr. Miller, I was just informed by pretrial that despite your best efforts and my granting your wish of ROR with level 2, that he's going to end up staying in jail and not getting released because of some. I'm not really sure I understand it, but I want to avoid it, so we're just not coming back for no reason.
It's not a guarantee it's going to happen. If he gives an address that they are unable to verify, then he'll continue to sit. If he gives an address and they can verify it, it'll move along and they'll put the money on.
Well,
we have a lot of incidents, especially with domestic, where, they'll say, oh, I have to go.
Mr. Griffith, where are you going to be living? What?
I'm at my grandmother's house.
You know that address?
Not off the top of my head, Your Honor.
What city is it?
It's in Tamarack. It's in Tamarack.
Judge, he's telling me that the address is in his phone, so perhaps we could get...
It's in Tamarack?
That's correct, sir.
You think it's sufficient distance away from Stacey Ann Hamilton's Coral Springs residence?
It's plenty distance.
A couple miles?
It's about maybe 6 or 7 or so.
All right, because here's the rub, which I'm learning. If pretrial cannot verify that your address is a valid address and what was the distance between? And at least 500 feet away from Ms. Hamilton, then you'll never get released under their conditions. So, well, never's a long, maybe that's
Never.
a word.
Never.
You won't get released on pretrial. So I just want to make sure we're all on the same page and you don't end up sitting there for no reason when.
And confinement can attest to that now.
Just on our perspective, and if that's the case, because you will have to sit to this first hearing with this.
Why don't we just do $1,000 pretrial pending, either or?
You hear that, Mr. Miller?
If he posts a $1,000 bond, there's
Sounds
no
like that's the
pretrial
quicker
required.
way.
I mean, if they can't
One moment,
verify his address,
That wouldn't
then
be GPS, because we don't pen GPS.
another. What do you call
It really, I mean, to be honest, it really sounds like he knows where he's going to be going, and it's not. It's a relative's address. It's not within.
Which one, Mr. Miller?
We'll do that.
$1,000 bond?
$1,000 bond. Yes, sir.
And then I can still
Thank you.
I can still do the level 2.
Is that on top of the $1,000
Yes.
or instead of?
No, I tried the instead of.
I suggested
there's a
either
loophole
or.
there that I don't want Mr. Griffith to unnecessarily fall between the cracks.
Right.
That's what I said.
Okay, I thought you said.
Is that what I said?
I thought you said with level 2.
No,
That's the ROR.
All right.
that was either or. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Okay.
I might not have said that, but I thought that's what I meant to say.
Okay, so at this point, it is $1,000 bond. Correct?
Yes, $1,000 bond.
No pretrial.
Bond set at $1,000. No contact order in place.
Seriously.
No pretrial. Right, just $1,000. Is that what we're going to do, Mr. Miller, Mr. Griffith? All right, so $1,000 bond. I'm going to cross out the GPS and the ROR. And there's, again, the no contact order, which we discussed, right, Mr. Griffith?
You're on.
Good luck to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Judge. That's it.
Who? It should be over there.
All right. Leslie Karen Hardy.
Main jail.
Mr. Hardy, you're charged with 1 count of driving under the influence, second offense, driving under the influence, damage to property or person, and refusal to submit to a, I guess, DUI test, it says. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. Find probable cause. You have a $1,000 bond on count 1, $1,000 bond on count 2, and there was no charge on count 3. Good luck to you, man.
That's it. Good luck.
Tammy Cheria Johnson.
North Broward.
Good afternoon, Ms. Johnson.
North Broward.
I got it. You're charged with 1 count of trespass I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause.
Your Honor, she was just here Thursday or Friday of last week. I can also tell you as far
That
as,
case resolved?
but as far as resolving the case and
No,
Judge,
did that, the one on Thursday?
yeah, it was resolved.
Okay, she's here again?
And Judge Hurley explained this to her, but the court should also be aware. I'm showing she's a registered sex offender, Your Honor.
Okay. Well, your bond is $25, ma'am. Good luck.
Thank you.
Pause. Do you want to?
Ariel Newbold?
Bonded.
Bonded?
Judge, would the last, Tammy Johnson, would the court consider transferring that matter over to Judge Lerner Wren?
Sounds like she's distributing flyers. Has that been a problem in the past?
No, if she's not going to work the program, Judge Lerner Wren will probably end up resolving the case or send it back to division. Can't hurt.
All right, so send her. Wendisha Gibson.
Bonded.
Nicara Armbrister.
Bonded.
Shayna Bass.
North Broward.
This is a reset from the other day. I don't know.
Shayna Bass.
North Broward, Your Honor, she's a medical reset again. Sorry
Okay.
about that.
No problem.
Your Honor, I would just ask, if it wasn't done over the weekend, I have no problem with her being brought back, but could the court make a probable cause determination at this time?
Well, whoever, there is a signed probable cause finding here by whoever.
Okay.
I can't get the signature, but in an abundance of caution, I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause, and we can still reset it until tomorrow at 1:30.
Thank you.
Rosanna Nicholson.
Medical
she's
reset.
on loan.
Your Honor, these are VOP holds. There's really no reason to keep resetting her through this division. Either
Yeah, just send it to the division. She's got
exactly.
hearing dates in Division FA on 8/19 and on Division FR on 8/24, so I don't think we need to reset it. Just send it to division. Juan Verguez Monsalve.
President Domain, Allison Gilman is his attorney, Judge.
Good afternoon, sir. You're charged with one count of driving under the influence with damage to property or person, one count of DUI first offense, refusing to submit to a DUI test, and then traffic tickets of improper backing and violation of driver's license restrictions. I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause. There's a $1,000 bond on count 1, a $500 bond on count 2, and then no charge for the 3 traffic infractions.
Your Honor, Ms. Gilman is actually representing him on an open DUI case that he bonded out on June 7th of this year.
Okay. What's that case number?
15-16706 MU10A.
Judge, is there any way we...
What?
That's what they do on DUIs are now MU.
Oh. Give me that case number again. 016706?
16706 MU10A.
Okay. I'm sorry, Mr. Afzal.
Judge, I think the bigger issue is, does his attorney know he's in custody or in court today?
Did you hear that question, sir? Ms.
No, he
Gilman
does
know you're
not.
here?
She does not.
All right, well,
No, she doesn't know.
if I haven't already, I find probable cause on counts 1 and 2. There's a $1,000 bond and a $500 bond for a total of $1,500. I'm going to revoke your bond in case number 15016-706 MU10A, as I find probable cause that you committed a new DUI while out on probation for DUI, and we can, well, if Ms. Gilman wants to have it reset, she can have it reset. Good luck to you, sir. John Wesley Johnson.
Main jail to Client PD.
Mr. Johnson, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Larry.
I see you last week, too?
Oh, something like that.
I'm sorry? Something like that, yeah.
I think so, Your Honor.
I remember the stretching and the yawning. Mr. Johnson, you're charged with one count of trespass, I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause.
One moment, I think so. Let me just confirm that. Good memory.
Yes?
August 10th was, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, your bond's $25, sir. Good luck. Larry Donnell Johnson.
Main jail, Robert Trackman is his attorney.
Good afternoon, Mr. Johnson.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Trackman know you're here?
Antoine.
No, sir.
I'm sorry?
No, sir.
Okay. You're charged in count 1, DUI alcohol, first offense. Count 2, driving under the influence with a blood alcohol level above a .15. Count 3 and 4 are traffic infractions of improper stop, stand, or park and open container. I've reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause. There's a $500 bond on count 1, a $1,000 bond on count 2. There's no charge in counts 3 and 4, the traffic tickets. Good luck to you, sir.
Cunningham.
Antoine Cunningham.
Main jail.
Good afternoon, Mr. Cunningham. You're charged with 1 count of driving on a suspended license, first offense, and a traffic infraction of improper tail lights. Review the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause. Can I take a look at his driving record, Mr. Miller, or no?
One moment.
Yeah, it's.
No objection, Judge.
He's never had a driver's license.
Alright. Maybe your boo can help you with that.
What, my boo?
Alright.
Like stud workers?
All right, there's a variety of suspensions there. I'm not going to be able to resolve it for him today. I do find probable cause. Your bond is in the amount of $100. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
James Hewitt.
Good luck.
Can I have somebody they ain't doing it down there on that.
Are you Mr. Hewitt? Come on up.
Yes, sir. How you doing now?
You have a violation of probation warrant out for you in the case of 14-001-893 CF10A. There's a no bond hold. You have a hearing in front of Division FF on Wednesday at 8:30 in the morning. Good luck to you, sir.
That's Judge McCarthy. Here you go.
Harlan Ramon James.
Main jail. King. Timothy King.
Good afternoon, sir. You're charged with 1 count of possession of PVP, 1 count of resisting an officer without violence, and 1 count of trespass. I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause. You have a $1,000 bond in count 1. No charge in counts 2 or 3. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Timothy Bernard King.
Judge, with regards to count 2, I don't know if there's enough for obstruction by disguise person. I think
It was
maybe for
an
force.
obstruction by disguise.
Maybe resist without violence or false.
Yeah, it was resist, obstruct without violence.
We'll leave it as is. There's no charge on that one anyway.
Exactly.
Timothy Bernard King. 1
Main
count
jail.
of grand theft auto.
By disguise.
Count 2, obstruction by disguised person. Count 3, possession with the intent to sell or manufacture or deliver PVP. I reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause. There's a $1,000 bond on count 1, $100 bond on count 2, and a $1,000 bond on count 3.
Malcolm.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Malcolm Lewin.
Main jail.
Good afternoon, Mr. Lewin. There's a warrant for your arrest, a violation of probation warrant in case number 10-018-085 CF10A. Bond is $10,000, been previously set, and you have a hearing before Division FG on Wednesday at 8:30 in the morning. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Robert.
Robert Hinkline.
Main jail.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. You're charged with, you have a warrant for a violation of probation in case number 09-020-911. There's a no bond hold on that, and it doesn't show me you have a hearing in Division FE on the 25th at 8:30 in the morning. Good luck to you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
And Your Honor, we're supposed
Thank
to
you,
have
Judge.
John Singer. He was reset from this morning.
Okay. John Singer?
Your Honor, can we have the jail then pull him? He's because he's
morning?
got a armed burglary that needs to be, among many other counts, that needs to be addressed.
Do we know what's going on with Mr. Singer? Is he a med
One
reset?
moment, Judge.
No, he was there. I just asked if it could be reset. I wanted to see if I could get
that's
some more
right.
information.
Yeah. I remember now that you say that. He was there. We reset him.
Yeah, and he's should still be at the main. Sheila.
They don't have him put him on the morning docket?
Well, I would just, we have a bunch of 30 days. They should be able to pull him.
Okay.
I'd like to address it now if possible.
Dale, he's in Alpha 4. Can you tell him to get, can they get him?
I think they got them reset. Hold on, let me check.
They're checking.
Thank you.
He has to do
Aside for now. All right, I guess we can move on to the other docket for now.
Sure.
Jamie Bradbury.
All right.
Jamie Bradbury.
Yes.
What facility?
All right.
Is maybe the camera off? I don't see anybody. Take a step to your left, ma'am.
Yeah, the camera is.
Your other left. There you go. Okay, Miss Bradbury. What is this? Just a second look?
Yeah, it's on a theft case.
I show assault on a law enforcement officer.
That's on Wilkins Kazoo.
Oh, you're right. It is. You've been in 6 days on a petty theft, ma'am?
Yes.
What's her bond?
$100 bond. Only priors are. Hang on, I'm trying to find that. She had a domestic violence battery in 2010 and a petty theft in 09.
Okay. Do you have any information on the case itself?
I'm pulling that right now to see how the PC reads.
Bear with us, ma'am, okay?
Okay.
There's not a joystick up here I can control the camera or anything, is it?
Says took several items from Home Depot. Yeah, concealing them inside a beige purse. Passed all points. And total amount taken was $175. Looks like they recovered it. So.
Ma'am, were you interested in resolving the case today?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, if you resolve the case, you'd be given up certain rights, specifically the right to a trial, the right to have the state of Florida prove the charges against you, the right to produce your own witnesses, the right to cross-examine those Home Depot witnesses who saw what they said they saw. You would like to give up those rights and resolve your case today?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead?
No contest, Your Honor.
All right, it'll be a withholding court costs. Good luck to you, ma'am.
May I just
Thank you.
advise her.
Hold on,
of
ma'am,
one
don't go
thing?
anywhere.
Miss Bradbury, I just want to advise you that you have a petty theft in your past and you resolved this petty theft. Now, if you're ever arrested for another theft, a grand theft or a petty theft that's taken charged as a felony, I just want you to know that.
Okay, thank you.
All right, bye.
All right, good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Judge,
All right, sorry.
Yes, sir?
Sheila, that's not it.
main jail. The guards are asking me to reset Mr. Singer for tomorrow. He was not really doing well this morning, and they
didn't
want
look
to
well.
ask.
Then
Yeah.
All right,
So if we could do
Your
him
Honor,
tomorrow.
what I would ask to do, then, Your Honor, I would ask to go forward for the hearing for PC purposes. I mean, frankly speaking, Your Honor, there is a matter that I would like to address with the court at this time regarding Mr. Singer.
All right. Go ahead.
As far as the armed burglary, I'm not going to be asking for proof evident or presumption grade. I have no objection to PC. But that being said, he is currently out right now on fraudulent dealing in credit cards.
Out on bond?
Out on bond.
And what is the case number?
15-9175 CF10A. But as I said, on all the pending cases that are before the court, I have no objection to the court setting bond on all of those, including the armed burglary.
Okay, well, what I'll do then is I have reviewed the probable cause affidavit. I do find probable cause as to all counts. We will reset the hearing tomorrow, 1:30 p.m. pursuant to a medical reset. And in the interim, I will revoke his bond in case number 15009-175 CF10A, committing a new offense while out on bond.
Now, Judge,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Singer does not have an attorney on the other case, the one you just revoked.
Okay.
And we didn't get a chance to talk to him this morning. Can we go ahead and ask the court to appoint us provisionally to represent him on both cases so we can open a file?
No, and no objection.
I don't see why not. Sure.
Thank you, Judge. I have one fellow here on a second look.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who is it, sir?
Judge, it's Reynaldo Rodriguez. Mr. Rodriguez, come see the judge.
Here, I'll find it for you.
I'm looking to see if I have it.
He's not on the actual second look docket.
Just write dealing credit card of another.
But he was on the pull list, so he's here. Wanted to know if the court wanted to see him, address something. I don't know.
What, want to give me the
Anything
particulars?
special going on here?
What are the charges and I don't have any paperwork, so I'm flying blind here.
This is, I believe, a second look for him.
What's last name is Rodriguez?
What was the
Reynaldo.
first name? Reynaldo Rodriguez.
Reinaldo.
No, I do. So someone.
All right, we're going to look it up. I don't have any paperwork, so just give us a second, okay, Mr. Rodriguez?
Excuse me?
We don't
Judge
have any
is looking up your
paperwork, so we're going to look it up. Just bear with us a second.
Okay, God bless you for everything. I feel I want to tell you something, please.
Okay,
Let me tell you something.
just not yet, okay?
Okay, thank you. What do I do now?
Just
Stand
wait.
by. Stay right here. You're
Oh,
fine.
okay, okay.
Well,
1 minute.
you might be able to. So if you just give me one moment, Your Honor, we might be able to
go ahead.
take care of it right now. Yeah, this is it's criminal mischief, disorderly conduct, resisting without violence. Judge Hurley set his bond, total bond of $350. He's accused. Apparently, he just went up to a woman's car and just started kicking a dent into her car.
I got it from here. All right, Mr. Rodriguez, we're a little hamstrung here because we don't have all the appropriate paperwork to make an informed decision about your case. But since you were pulled on the second look docket, we're going to reset you for Thursday.
Actually, Judge, now I remember why Judge Hurley wasn't. If I may.
Go ahead.
Apparently, he when it happened, he was yelling at the police. He was trying to. It says, let's see. When they came up to him, he said, "Take me to jail. You don't tell me what to do." When they put him in the car, he threatened to spit in the officer's face.
How many days has he been here?
I'm not sure. I know it was scheduled for a second look on Friday. Frankly, I don't remember what happened to it. He came through first August 11th.
He's been in custody about 6 days?
Yeah, about
All right, so
that.
we'll reset it for Thursday
Okay.
for Judge Hurley to take a second look.
Sure.
All right, you got that, Mr. Rodriguez? Thursday.
Judge, Mr. Rodriguez would like to address the court.
I want to say something, please.
You might want to
I'm
save it for
advising
Judge
you
Hurley
against
because
it.
he's going to be
I'm
here on
advising you
Thursday. I'm
against
not.
Can I say something, please?
Listen to Mr. Miller and don't say something you shouldn't say.
Okay, the car tried to hit me.
See, there you go. You're talking
The
about
car
the
tried to hurt me.
You really shouldn't talk.
And
Hey, I'm
that
gonna hold my
whole
hand up.
char-
Don't talk. Stop. Okay, we're gonna reset you for Thursday. Good luck to you, sir. All right, Wilkins Kazoo.
We're clear at the main, Judge. See you next week.
Yeah, remember the late start time, Mr. Miller.
Roger that. Thank you. Have a good week.
Your Honor.
Mr. Kazoo has come through here a lot. I know he has a prior sex offense in his past, a recent exposure. He's come through recently
Why is he on the second look docket?
because it's automatic pursuant to administrative order. In this instance,
That explains it.
yeah. In this instance, he's accused of
What are his current bonds, Mr. Linder?
his current bonds.
Total? All right, Mr. Kazoo, apparently this is a second look for you. You've got two counts, assault on a law enforcement officer and trespass. Your current bond is $1,500. That's not going to be disturbed. Good luck to you, sir. Move on to the
Now,
ROR docket.
Your Honor, if it'll make it go quicker, on the 30, everyone's an ROR. There's just two cases where, at a minimum, I'd ask for special instructions to be given just regarding no contact orders that are still in place.
Okay, well, which two cases?
Those two would be Dion Daniels and Coretta Ward.
Dion Daniels?
North Broward.
How you doing today? Good afternoon, Mr. Daniels.
How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing well. Looks like you've been charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, to wit, a firearm. However, the stop. Just, I promise you, you're better off keeping your mouth shut.
I'm sorry, sir.
You've been charged with that crime. Apparently, the state of Florida has not filed charges against you for 34 days now, so they're telling me you're entitled to a release on your own recognizance. However, as a condition to that release, there are certain conditions, and one of them is going to be have no contact with the victim. Mr. Linder, what's her name?
Her name is Taburis Lewis.
You're to have no contact directly or indirectly with Taburis Lewis. That means no phone calls, no drive-bys, no texts, no tweets, no Instagram, MySpace, anything else. No third party. Got it? All right,
Yes, sir.
If you violate that no contact, even though you're out on an ROR, that can get revoked and you'll be right back here again.
Yes, sir.
So for her good and your good, stay away.
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you, I could use it. Who was the other guy?
Coretta Ward.
Coretta Ward?
Yeah.
Miss Ward, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I can't complain. You have been charged with, give me 1 second. I could guess, but I shouldn't. Oh, you've been charged with a variety of charges. Looks like burglary with assault, disorderly conduct, a bunch of resisting without violence, a bunch of false ID given to law enforcement officer, disorderly conduct for fight. It looks like 15 counts or something like that. You've been in custody for 35 days and the state of Florida has not filed charges against you, so they tell me that you're entitled to be released on your own recognizance. However, as a condition of your release, even though there's no monetary conditions, there will be certain conditions, more specifically, Mr. Linder.
Your Honor, the victim's name is Marie Gillis. It's her neighbor.
You're not to have any contact directly. Let me finish. You're not to have any contact directly or indirectly with Marie Gillis. That means no phone calls, no third-party contact, no contact whatsoever. If you've moved since then it's that much easier for you not to have any contact with her. So shouldn't be a problem. Okay?
Right.
You understand?
Yes.
You understand what happens if you violate that order to stay away?
Yes.
What happens?
Yes. I come back.
Yeah, we'll see you again on TV. But I don't want to do that, okay? Good luck to you.
Right. Thanks.
And everyone else is, yes, yes.
Teresa Crane.
Crane, North Broward, Your Honor.
Hello, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Ms. Crane. You've been in custody, it looks like 64 days for
Yes,
possession of cocaine. Those charges have not been filed, so the state of Florida tells me you're entitled to a release on your own recognizance. Put your hand down, because you can't do any better than
Sorry.
this, all right?
Sorry.
So you're still going
Thank
to
you.
have to show up for court in the future, but
Yes,
right
sir.
now you're going to get out on your own recognizance, okay?
Yes, thank you so much, Your Honor.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much. God bless you.
That's twice today. Dominique White?
Conti.
Mr. White, you've been in custody for 93 days, it looks like, for expired DL over 6 months, a bunch of other traffic tickets. State of Florida has not filed charges against you as of yet, so they tell me you're entitled to an ROR. So you're going to be ROR. Good luck to you, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye. You're welcome.
Anthony Lanza?
Conti.
Good afternoon, Mr. Lanza. You've been in custody for 41 days on a possession of cocaine and drug paraphernalia. State of Florida had told me they haven't filed charges against you as of yet, so you're entitled to be released on your own recognizance. Good luck to you, sir. Antonia Murray.
No way.
Antonia Murray.
All right, sir.
All right. Mr. Murray?
Yes, sir.
Been in custody 48 days on possession of cocaine, possession of PVP, and drug paraphernalia. State of Florida tells me they haven't filed charges against you yet, and that you're entitled to an ROR. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
He's got two.
Well, none of the.
Antoine Wallace.
Conti.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, sir. You've been in custody for 38 days on the charge of grand theft auto and possession of PVP. The state of Florida tells me they have not filed charges against you yet, and that you're entitled to an ROR. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
That's on both cases, Mr. Wallace. Case numbers today?
Yeah.
Whenever he calls your name.
Who are you, sir?
Troy Smith.
Troy Smith. You've been in custody 36 days on possession of heroin and drug paraphernalia. The state of Florida tells me they have not filed charges against you as of yet, and that you're entitled to an ROR. Good luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Leon Davis.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, Mr. Davis.
Good afternoon, sir.
You've been in custody for 36 days on the charge of grand theft and possession of PVP. The state of Florida tells me they have not filed charges against you as of yet, so you're entitled to an ROR. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Marquita Rashawn Hankerson.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Been in custody for 35 days on possession of PVP. State of Florida tells me they have not filed charges against you, and that you're entitled to an ROR. So you'll be ROR'd.
Okay.
Stay away from the PVP, or you'll be right back here again.
All right, thank you.
Alexandra Bone.
All right, sir.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon, ma'am. You're charged with one count of petty theft and one count of possession of cocaine. You've been in custody for 35 days. The state of Florida tells me they have not filed charges, and that
Thank you.
Arthur Northcutt. Northcutt.
North Broward, Your Honor.
Mr. Northcutt, you've been in custody 34 days on account of possession of PvP. The state of Florida tells me they have not filed charges against you and that you're entitled to an ROR. Good luck to you, sir.
Appreciate it.
I show that as being it.
Good.
Am I right?
Pick up
I'm not going to
magistrate.
correct you.
Deputy, you got anything else at North Broward? Anybody else sitting there?
Yeah, I have a Victoria Anderson.
I'm looking.
Victoria, come here.
Hi, it's Eric Lynn. Okay, how's it going? Wait, hold on 1 second. I gotta check
Miss
something.
Anderson, without telling me about the facts of your case, when did you get arrested?
She already had a second one.
About a week ago.
Okay.
It's a municipal ordinance.
It's close enough.
Okay.
Municipal ordinance.
Municipal ordinance.
I got
There
it.
you go.
Sorry.
What's
That's right, I
the,
have a hard time saying it too.
what's the charge?
Loitering.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's already.
We're looking in. We don't have any paperwork on you, man, but we're looking into it. So just bear with us a second, okay?
I could have sworn she already came through for
Okay.
a second look already.
That's female here too, that's why. I got female here, that's why I called you. No.
I could have sworn she had a second look last Friday, Your Honor.
You were
and-
here on Friday?
I don't know, but they said they were going to bring me here to resolve the case.
You don't know if you were here on Friday?
I
Anyways,
forget which day I was
so,
here.
okay, what's going on? No, it's okay. What's going on?
What city? Is the
Are
municipal?
we in?
No.
Yeah,
What city was the municipal ordinance from? Do you know?
Hollywood.
Okay. I'm thinking to reset it tomorrow at 1:30 for when we do the municipal ordinances. Anybody have a problem with that?
It's an MO.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh yeah. Why am I looking at you?
Here, let me ask you.
Why am I looking at you?
Is there drug dealing?
All right, man. We're going to reset you to tomorrow at 1:30. Hopefully, we'll have your paperwork here. There'll be a lawyer on behalf of the city of Hollywood who helps people out like you on your behalf. So tomorrow at 1:30, okay?
Thank you, sir.
Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. That's a wrap. It's 2:40 on Monday the 17th, which ends our first appearance docket
No,
of the day.
no.